Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and welcome to Orlando Attractions Magazine, the show.
This week, it's all about strikes, fairs, and gutter balls as we head out to Splitsville in downtown Disney.
We also have an interview with Imagineering legend Bob Gurr.
As always, we've got the latest theme park news, travel tips, a new giveaway, and more coming at you.
So get cozy. We're aiming to deck your halls with a little more fa-la-la-la-la.
La-la-la-la. This week's show is brought to you by Mousefan Travel, an authorized Disney vacation planner. Let them plan your next trip at no extra cost. For a free quote with no obligation, visit mousefantravel.com.
Filmed among the aisles of the happiest store in Florida, the show comes to you from Theme Park Connection, where you can buy, sell, and trade theme park items. Visit their warehouse right here in Winter Garden or online at themeparkconnection.com. Ho, ho, ho! Welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm JL. Thanks. So what's going on with the mug here this week?
Oh, this?
Yeah, it kind of looks like you're conducting a science experiment.
This is my Doofinslurper.
Your what?
My Doofinslurper. It's, you know, Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb.
Yes.
This is a new specialty drink that they're selling at Epcot right now.
Oh.
It's got frozen raspberry lemonade drink, passion fruit sorbet foam in it. Makes it look like a little scientific experiment. I think it's pretty cool.
Well, it is kind of cool. Seriously, that is kind of cool.
The parks are still pulling out all these new things as we settle down here the last few days before Christmas.
Settle down?
Yeah.
I don't have time to settle down. I still have so much last minute Christmas shopping to do.
Agreed. We've got so much stuff to do ourselves. We're having a Christmas party, and it's just still, even outside the parks, crazy things going on.
I know, I feel like I'm running out of time, but I did make time to take my kids to Disney's Hollywood Studios this past weekend.
Okay.
We saw the Osborne lights.
Perfect.
Right off the bat,
Okay.
my son Miller found that Halloween cat. He was so proud of himself.
I still have yet to, I'm so ashamed of myself because I still have yet to go over there. I've just been so busy. I've been busy. Come on, give me a break. So don't tell me where the cat is because I want to try to find it myself, all right?
All right.
No, but wait, hey, hold on a second. I think a couple episodes ago, you said you're going to take them to holidays around the world to see every single storyteller. What happened to that plan?
Yeah, no, that plan got ditched.
What?
No. Well, okay, so my son Miller saw the episode where I announced that this was going to be my goal for the holiday season, to take them around to see the storytellers. His reaction, he's watching, and as soon as he saw me say that, he goes, "No!" So you would have thought he was Luke Skywalker, and then I had just informed him that Darth Vader was his father.
I would say more like, Darth Vader finding out Padme was dead in episode 3. It was like, no.
Yeah, it was like, no. So
Well, maybe Grinchmas or Christmas Spectacular is more up his alley.
Well, his alley is definitely more tricky to navigate, but let's see if we can navigate those alleys out there with news in the queue. Well, it's been anticipated for quite some time, but RFID technology is finally being introduced into the parks at Walt Disney World.
Okay, tell me, what does RFID stand for?
Okay, I'm going to get this. It's radio frequency identification.
Okay.
And it uses radio frequency electromagnetic fields to transfer data wirelessly at short distances. Ooh, look how fancy I sound.
Look at you, tech princess. Now, this technology has been used over the last year in all the resorts as the door locks to the resort rooms, and now it's being brought out pretty much worldwide. I'd say, Walt Disney Worldwide. Get
right.
it? Because Walt Disney World. Anyway.
Yeah.
This week, the sensors were added to many of the retail locations, and they're also being used at the entrances to the parks with your Key to the World card. And basically, do you know how this is working?
Well, I know how the room key works. It's been pretty cool rather than, having to stick the card in the door, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't,
right.
I have found. You just kind of wave it in front of the lock and it goes doot, 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 green light, and
it's really cool.
You're in, right.
And now you get to use it at the parks to go through without having to go through a turnstile. There's wide open areas at the front of each parks, which will have these little poles and things at the top where you scan your card, wipe your card over, fingerprint. You still have to do the fingerprint. But once that's done, you just walk right in, no turnstile, just nothing. It's really good for strollers and wheelchairs.
And I understand that this is a very small thing, but I am excited about it because it'll be easier to get those wheelchairs and strollers through, which means that we will get into the park faster.
Exactly.
Rather than having it backed up behind those turnstiles.
And then you also have the touch to pay now. If, with your key card, usually you'd have to hand the cast member your key card. They would scan it or swipe it through their machine. Now there's these little boxes that have the Mickey logo on there. You just swipe the card over.
Just wave it in front. It's kind of magic.
Bam. And it's also cool
like
for
self-checkout.
Yeah, self-checkout, and that's also cool for people who, for annual pass holders or regular guests who are staying at a resort. They can now pay their own way. Usually, you have to hand your credit card to the cast member.
Right.
But now those machines also have a scanner for people just to swipe their card, put in their PIN number, so no more worrying about handing your cast member your ID.
Again, as an annual pass holder, I just find this very exciting. All this efficiency, less waiting in lines. Speaking of lines,
yes,
the rumor, this is going to eventually be used for FastPass Plus.
Yes, and they're testing that right now. This whole, while it's officially now open with the turnstiles and with retail locations, FastPass Plus is testing right now. I don't know exactly how you would. I think they randomly pick resort guests to test out this new FastPass Plus, and it looks pretty cool. You get to sign up for what ride time you want, and be able to plan your whole day out. And then when your ride time comes, you can. I think there's an app, the My Disney Experience app, is probably going to roll. It's going to be rolling out soon, and you'll be able to see your FastPass Plus times on there as well. It's just all the stuff going on right now with all this technology is just pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, this FastPass Plus system, once it rolls in, it sounds like this is going to take vacation planning to a whole other level. This would have been like a dream of mine when I lived in Virginia. I could have just taken the time and given myself an assigned time to get on each ride. So again, looking forward to it. It's kind of a pain to have to get that fast pass and then go away and then come back.
Yeah, exactly.
You can plan it out. It just seems like it's going to make everything a lot more easy and efficient.
Right. I love the RFID poles at the entrance of each attraction are themed to their attractions. It's not just some sort of bland pole. It's actually really well themed and fits in well with the attraction.
I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, it's really, really cool. And same with the
cool.
turnstiles too. They're themed, like you see Magic Kingdoms, they look just like the other turnstile. They're doing a good job with this, and I can't wait to try this out myself. I'm hoping that they add the RFID to annual passes in the future so that we can use this ourselves.
Okay, so I heard a rumor.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Okay, what's this rumor? I'm listening.
The rumor is that the RFID technology will eventually be used. You're going to have a wristband. There's actually been concept art for this. You're going to have a wristband with your card and your RFID technology.
Okay.
And when you walk through the lines in time, the attraction will detect your ID as you walk through, and there's going to possibly be new interactive features in the attractions, like if you're riding on Small World and all of a sudden your face pops up on some part of the ride, or if they have on your reservation that you're there celebrating your birthday, well, you might be
like a birthday message or something.
Yeah, you might be on an attraction, and somewhere in the attraction a happy birthday message personally to you would pop up.
That's pretty cool.
That's
cool.
These
are just rumors right now.
Just a rumor at this point, but it certainly is a fun idea.
Maybe we'll see in the future. I'm looking forward to it.
I do hope so.
Now, Monsieur Paul is now open in the France Pavilion of Epcot. It replaces the Le Bistro de Paris upstairs there. I've never actually eaten there, so I don't know. What it can tell me what do they have there? Have you been there?
Well, I never ate at Bistro de Paris either. I ate at the Le Chefs de France downstairs, but it certainly looked very elegant. I mean, I have seen it. So this new restaurant that's coming in provides a refined yet casual French dining experience that's presented by Chef Jerome
Bocuse.
Bocuse?
Bocuse, I believe.
I should know this.
It's
I'm
French.
I'm French. I should know.
It's okay. It's okay. Now, the name, it does pay tribute to Paul Bocuse, Chef Jerome's father, who was named Chef of the Century by the Culinary Institute of America. That's a pretty big deal.
Apparently, he is a very big deal.
Yeah. And it's always cool to see new things. So we'll see how it goes over with guests.
It looks promising, and it's France. I mean, come on.
They got delicious stuff there.
gonna
I
be
mean,
kind of
have you eaten at
awesome.
the little bakery there?
Yes, I have.
They got some good stuff there.
Yes,
so.
they do.
Now, Splitsville opened up recently. It just opened up yesterday over at Downtown Disney. Now, this is something that we've been looking forward to here at the
Yes,
show for a
absolutely.
long time now. The concept is one that's really interested me, I'm sure, and you as well.
Yeah, it's a fantastic addition to the stores and restaurants. They're giving guests another activity on Disney property.
Yeah, so far, beyond eating and shopping, Downtown Disney has had movies and Disney Quest, but now we have something a little bit more active.
Yeah, not so sedentary.
Bowling.
Yes,
I
bowling.
love bowling, but it's not your average bowling alley.
No. You know how when you think of bowling, you kind of think of stale smoke, sketchy locations, greasy food. Well, this ain't that.
No, it's not. And to prove it, we took some of our crew out to Splitsville for a bowl off. Now let's see, see who had a higher score. I wish it was kind of like golf, where the lower score was the winner, but
Well, we'll see.
Hey there, I'm here at Downtown Disney about to explore Splitsville luxury lanes. I'm so excited to try the food and see the atmosphere inside. But bowling is not as fun by yourself. So if I had some friends. Did someone say bowling?
hello. Yes, I'm excited to go bowling here. Bowling is one of my favorite sports, and like you said, yeah, this is a team sport. You need friends to go bowling with.
Here we are.
We're here. So how do you think y'all look with bowling shoes on?
We can find out.
I do okay.
Well, let's go inside and let's have some bowling fun. What exactly do you offer here at Splitsville?
We have offer an array of things, from bowling, which you're standing at your welcome center here that handles all our bowling on 30 lanes. We offer food with your hand-tossed pizzas, fresh rolled sushi, gourmet sliders, entrees and everything. And then we offer a full liquor bar, full beer, frozen drafts, sodas, ices, daiquiris, and we have 5 bars on 2 different levels. So it's whether you want to eat, drink, dine, dance, bowl, we've got DJs, live music. I mean, I think I kind of hit everything there, but there's something for everyone. Doesn't matter your age or anything. We welcome you all in.
And when you open, anyone can come in here. Like if they just want to come in and have something to eat, they don't have to bowl, right?
They do not have to bowl, no. They can come in. We have over 550 dining seats alone, excluding the lanes. But you do have the option to eat on the lanes, and so that adds another about 200. So 750 total.
That's great. You get a lot of guests in here to bowling at the same time. Now, can you talk a little bit about the pricing for the bowling?
Yeah, here bowling is actually done hourly. So we have peak times and non-peak times. So before 5 p.m. and after 10 p.m., it's $15 per person. That includes an hour and a half of bowling and includes shoe rental with it as well. During the peak times of 5 to 10, it's $20 a person, and that's once again for an hour and a half of bowling, including shoe rental.
Our shoes. Y'all ready? arrow right there in the middle. Don't focus on the pin. Maybe it'll go. There it is, right there. Oh, well, it is Splitsville. When you're bowling, it's like you're shaking someone's hand. You gotta keep it going. But don't go like this or like this. Go like this. It's like. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. If I can get a spare, that means I get one more chance to get a strike. This is the last frame. One left. All right, that's fine. All right, so we just finished bowling here at Splitsville. Had a great time. Now, how did we do?
I think I was last, but I'm cool with it. I got one strike and that was my goal. So, and the music was great and it was super fun.
And you look good doing it.
The shoes are very, great accessories, I believe.
Yes, I love the shoes. Nicole and Banks had laced shoes. I had Velcro, but if I'm not mistaken, that's probably because mine were kids' shoes.
It's okay.
Little feet.
So we had a great time. This is so much fun to come out here with your friends and just enjoy it, have some great food, drinks, and a great game of bowling. So December 19th, Splitsville opens to the public, so come on out. We so hope to see you here.
This week's Hidden Mickey is from downtown Disney. Behind the reception counter of Wolfgang Puck Cafe, about 2/3 of the way up the mosaic pyramid, a white tile and two smaller black tiles form a great classic Mickey. Take a look next time you eat at Wolfgang Puck's.
Every so often, we're lucky enough to get a few minutes with theme park legends, and let's just say that this week, we're feeling lucky.
Yes. Now, Bob Gurr is famous for working on attractions like Autopia, the Haunted Mansion, the first monorail, and even the old King Kong part of the studio tour at Universal Studios in Hollywood.
Well, our friend Sean from the Waltcast podcast was able to grab Bob for a quick discussion about the differences between Walt Disney World and Disneyland, and we thought that you'd like to hear a bit of what he had to say.
We're here with our friend Bob Gurr, probably the most important Imagineer, I would say, Disney legend. And we're kind of hanging out with you today in the parks. We're having a lot of fun, getting some great inside stories, which we really appreciate. And we were just talking about the differences between Walt Disney World and Disneyland, and how Disneyland, which is where we are right now, if you guys haven't figured that out yet, Disneyland is more of like a locals kind of thing and more cozy, and Walt Disney World is more touristy. And the difference is each has like better things in Walt Disney World, and Disneyland has some better things in Walt Disney World.
There are the differences, but I don't think you'd say one is better than the other. It's just that they are two different parks, designed in two different eras. Originally, 1955 here, 1971 in Florida, with a much bigger scale. We felt that that was going to be a bigger park, so we kind of opened everything up. So people that will visit Walt Disney World, then come to Disneyland, the first thing they notice is go down Main Street, everything's small, everything's kind of tiny and bunched in. But that reflects on Walt's original idea of how big is too big and how small is too small. So you have this comfortable, cozy feeling in a park. And this park had it right from the get-go because it has that kind of scale of thinking. The people that live here, we have so many annual pass holders, it's like over 900,000 now. And because the communities are very close here, it's not large distances like we have in Disney World. We have more APs visiting here, at the end of the workday than we would have at Walt Disney World. At the same time, Walt Disney World is attended by so many guests worldwide and so many eastern states compared to the west. So this park has always thrived on local revisits as a very high percentage of our demographics. So those are the main differences. Not that one's better, they're two different kinds of parks.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't say anyone's better, but I definitely think what I like about Disneyland here is it's cozy. and you get that more of a relaxed feel to it. Where at the Magic Kingdom, I think we were saying earlier, where it's bigger, it's harder to have that more cozy feel to it.
Of course, the cozy feel on a day like today, Christmas theme, it has that nice cozy feel. But you come back here in August, and we'll have a day where we're pushing over 70,000 in this park, and almost as many in BCA, and they all hang around to watch the fireworks. It's so cozy you can't move. Everybody's shoulder to shoulder, and you have a terrible time going from one place to another. And of course, that reaches the limit of when is it no longer cozy? It's now almost suffocating for some people. So a lot of people know what days not to come over here when they're going to see a really large crowd. Or they'll come here and visit early in the morning, just enjoy the park, and then they go away in the evening and leave it to everybody else who really enjoys it, happy and crowd. But somewhere below 50,000 back down to 20,000. Yes, you're right. It has a nice, cozy, real home feel.
And let's talk a little bit about Bob. We probably should have done this at the beginning of the interview, but a lot of people that watch the show know who you are. But for those that don't, let's just make note that we are under the monorail.
That's right. We have a monorail beamway. It comes by here every 3 or 4 minutes. You're going to ask, what did I design?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, you get to be a legend if you do your part as a designer for the Disney parks. And starting in 1954, I started designing the first Autopia cars, 2 antique vehicles on Main Street, 2 omnibuses, a fire engine. Then by 1957, I was designing the V-Line, which was a mysterious ride. It was only here for 2 years, less than 2 years, before we were getting ready to do the monorail, the submarine ride, and the Matterhorn, and all new Autopia tracks. And I worked on all of those. So by 1959, I designed a whole ton of stuff here. Everything that had wheels on it. Then, of course, later, people had wheels on it. Worked on a number of other attractions, and then of course all had me change gears, so to speak, and design Abraham Lincoln for the New York World's Fair. So I had learned how humans made it. So it's still a mechanical machine, but just Abraham Lincoln did that with wheels on it. And of course, you know, the Star Jets and Walt Disney World, the Astrojet Orbiter here, and we got a monorail project right here. Then we come back in a few minutes and come right over to the top of this here. So this is a very nice place to talk about what did I do, because we're right underneath it as it goes down.
To wrap it up, advice for anyone who visits Walt Disney World all the time that might live in Orlando, like Katie and myself, who want to come up to Disneyland for the first time, what should they expect?
For an Orlando Walt Disney World visitor really knows all the parks down there. You've got a whole bunch of parks. We only have 2 parks here. Is wait until there's a special time of year and you've got special family together, and treat this as a very, very special treat going back in history. Because yes, there's a lot of new things here, but this is the only Disney park where you can actually walk in Walt's footprints. And do yourself a favor, research this park as much as possible so you know what to look for when you get here. Start slowly at Main Street, just work your way through all of the areas, and you'll get a sense of what Walt was trying to create in his mind, that we now have a great number of parks all over the world. It all started with Walt's ideas, starting with Main Street.
There you go. Thank you so much for talking to us, Bob.
Well, it's easy to do. All right, thanks so much.
This week's travel tip comes to you from here at Gaylord Palms. While Orlando has many worthwhile sights during the holiday season, one that is not to be missed is the Gaylord Palms Resort. This resort has so much to do that a whole day could easily be filled. For anyone who loves the thrill of a hunt, how does hunting polar bears sound? Throughout the entire resort, small plush polar bears have been tucked in inconspicuous places, waiting to be found. As you walk throughout the vast courtyards, you can check off your discoveries on a list provided at the concierge desk and then register to win a Gaylord Palms VIP getaway. The bears aren't the only thing to see, though. This resort itself is decorated flawlessly for the season. Prepare yourself for grandeur while you walk among countless boughs of holly, gigantic Christmas trees, and lights that rival the best of displays. It's hours of fun, presented in a leisurely style, but at the end of all of your strolling and sightseeing, Gaylord Palms also has several daily live shows that feature top-notch musicians, singers, dancers, and even aerialists. Yeah, you heard me, aerialists. It's all done with a synchronized light show as a backdrop. The only thing missing from this scene is figgy pudding. There's no cost for all this festive fun other than parking, so there's no excuse for skipping. And for some extra fun, get your tickets to their ice attraction featuring DreamWorks' Merry Madagascar. Be sure to make it out to Gaylord Palms before January 1st. They take tidings of comfort and joy to a whole other level.
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation. And the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
Now remember at the beginning of the show when we said we were going to deck your halls?
Sorry. It's funny phrasing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, simmer down or I might deck your halls. Well, this is how we do it. It's our weekly giveaway. Come back to me, Banks. Come back.
All right. I'm back.
Last week, we asked you to tell us what new attraction at Disney.
It's okay. It's okay. Now, last week I got this. Last week we asked you to tell us what new attraction at Disney you were looking forward to the most. Now, thanks to everyone who sent in their response. The winner of this week's challenge and the Disney Media swag bag is going to be Jimmy Ellis from Claremont, Florida. Now, he said, I'm really looking forward to the new test track because my family and I have always been huge fans of Epcot and all that it has to offer. You're going to love Test Track. It's like old school Epcot Center all over again,
totally
but with a new
bomb.
twist. It's really cool. Congratulations, Jimmy. We hope you get to Test Track very soon. Like we said, it's fantastic.
It's completely awesome. It's not going to disappoint.
No.
Now for this week's challenge, we want you to tell us what theme park gifts you gave or received for the holidays. If you didn't get any or give any, then just tell us what your favorite gift was. When you do, you might be picked to win
4 tickets. Let's
Kennedy
see.
Space Center.
I was going to say.
I took the words right out of your mouth.
Yeah, well, I've been laughing too much. So.
Well, you're going to send your response along with your full name and full address to info@attractionsmagazine.com.
Now, this time we need your answers all by the end of Sunday, December 30th, 2012. This is because next week we're going to have a special year-in review episode, so we won't have a giveaway. So this time you have plenty of time to get your answers in to win those 4 tickets to Kennedy Space Center.
That's right. Now keep in mind you can only enter once per week and you can only win once per year. Also, we really want to emphasize to not forget to include your full address or you're not eligible.
Yes, we need an address to send you your stuff. So, now, but everyone has been so great about sending in responses to our challenge every week. But we also hear quite a few of you that want to just say, hey, what's up?
That's right. So here we are shouting out to all the cool people out there who take the time to let us know that you hang with us every week. Our first one goes out to David Rapinski in New York. He wrote to us last week, Banks. He said he wants our autographs.
Oh.
Yeah. David, send us your full address. I'm sure we can arrange something.
Yes. Next shout out goes to Margaret and Braden from Connecticut. We hope that your recent trip to Orlando was the bomb. And our executive producer says she really enjoyed your company at the Candlelight Processional.
Now this shout out is a little belated, but we thought that it was better going out late rather than never. Hello to Jacqueline Gross. We are so sorry that we missed your birthday, Jackie. Can I call you Jackie? Jackie, we hope that your special day was the start of your best year yet.
Yes. And our last shout out goes to Reese in the UK, who is also celebrating a birthday, but his is coming up. He is turning 12 on Christmas Day. How awesome to have a birthday on Christmas Day. Double the presents.
Happy birthday, Reese. 12 is a big stinking deal. Make it count.
Definitely. Now, special thanks to Mouse Fan Travel, our choice of authorized Disney vacation planners. Let them plan your next trip at no extra cost. For a free quote without obligation, visit mousefantravel.com.
And much thanks to Theme Park Connection, where you can buy, sell, and trade theme park items. Visit the warehouse here in Winter Garden or online at themeparkconnection.com.
Be sure to thank them for sponsoring the show. They mean a lot to us.
Don't forget that you can watch the show each and every week on YouTube, iTunes, and Bright House Cable. That's channel 300 in Central Florida and 340 in the Tampa area.
You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/attractionsmagazine. And we hope you'll follow us on Twitter at Attractions and at Attractions Show. JL and I love hearing from you, so please tweet us.
Yes, not to be forgotten, you can visit attractionsmagazine.com for news and videos throughout the week and subscribe to the magazine itself. It's available in print, on the Nook, and in our iPhone and iPad apps. Order our new winter issue now. It's full of new Fantasyland coverage.
Yes, and it's chock full of all that stuff, just like last week's show.
That's right. Now that's all we have for you this week, but we wanted to send you off with our very best holiday wishes.
Not only that, but we have a little present of our own to take you into Christmas. Here's a little montage of many of the holiday events that happen here in Central Florida to bring you warm thoughts in these cold days.
Think of our Christmas tree. Pretty cool, huh? It is one of the largest Lego Christmas trees in the country. It stands over 30 feet tall and was made with over about 500,000 Lego and Duplo bricks. And it weighs over 11 tons, which is about as big as 2 elephants. So, are you guys ready to get this thing lighted? Yeah! Then please help us welcome our special tree lighting guests from Orlando Attractions Magazine. Here they come now. How you guys doing? Thank you so much for joining us. All right, guys, so this special Christmas tree needs a very special remote to help turn it on. So please help us welcome all the way from the North Pole, Lego Santa and his trusty toy soldier. Come on in, Santa. How you doing, Santa?
So glad you can make it. Thanks, Santa.
There's that special remote control. All right. Thank you very much, Nicole. All right, guys, so, wait, what's that, Santa? Oh guys, Santa just told me that on this trip from the North Pole, this remote control got a little bit frozen. So hey, but don't worry, I have a really good idea. Why don't we all sing a nice warm Christmas song to see if we can unthaw this, and we'll start, you guys can join in, all right? We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Everyone! We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. In business. All right, so we're gonna need you guys to help us count down from 5 so we can go ahead and light the tree. All right, you guys ready to push the button for us? All right, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, here we go. Look at that. Every day was Christmas. What a nice way to spend the year. We're gonna have a party tonight. Find those gifts underneath the Christmas tree at LEGOLAND tonight. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays, you guys, and remember, never let go of that holiday spirit. We'll see you guys soon. Merry Christmas.
Well, there we have it. We just got to light the Brickmas tree here at LEGOLAND Florida. I can't think of a better way to end our special holiday episode of the show. Did you have a good time?
I did. I certainly consider it an honor that we were able to come here and do this with the Brickmas tree. It was so much fun. Yeah. Well, Quinn and Margot ran off to Miniland for just a few minutes, but Banks and I wanted to stick around long enough to make sure that all of you out there knew how much we appreciated you and that we're extending to you our very sincerest holiday wishes for the year.
Yes, a very Merry Christmas to all my friends, family, and all the viewers of the show. Without you, there wouldn't be a show. So thank you so much for continuing to watch each and every week. Now, we'll be back next week for our big Year in Review show. So until then, we wish you a very Merry Christmas. So go out there and have fun.
Secret blooper of the week.
This week's travel tip is brought to you from right here at Gaylord Palms Resort. Bleh.
Girl, never want to be late, complain, express IDs in your brain.